Yeah. When did you realize something was wrong? It's okay, take your time.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Chelsea.
How are you?
I'm good, baby. You look great.
So ravishing. Look at the skin. Wait, give us a
Oh,
shot.
please.
Oh, okay. You brought it today, right?
No, you do the same. Ew, you always bring
I brought
it.
you a gift.
What is this?
Tequila, because I need it.
Tequila?
You know,
Already?
Yes, we need it.
All right, let's go make some margaritas. Okay. What do we got? So
We got some tequila. So we're going to make a spicy margarita.
Okay.
I moved to LA when I was 21. And I never drank alcohol before. So although the legal limit in the UK is 18, I kind of didn't really have an affinity for it. I got a big personality. So I never really was interested in drinking alcohol. And people were like, when you have kids or when you start getting stressed, you're gonna need it. And I was like, no, my personality is so big, I'm not gonna need it. Boy, did I need it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put some tequila in first.
Okay.
You already got me stressed out.
Wait.
You had me stressed out. Simple syrup.
Okay. Not a splash.
Orange liqueur.
Okay.
I hope I'm making this right.
Some lime
lemon.
or lemon.
Technically it's meant to be lime, but I couldn't find lime, so we got lemon.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got everything in there. Then we want to throw. You want to put some jalapeños in it?
Yeah, I hope. So what?
Depending
Just
on how
throw 'em
spicy
two
you
in
want it.
there? Like
I
that?
thought you said you can handle your spice.
I mean, I can handle spice.
Oh, you can?
Just a little bit. All right, 2 more.
Is that it?
No, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I never worked in a bar growing up. You know, some of the girls are like bottle girls. I never worked in a bar.
You look good. You look good shaking it like that. Tell us
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Okay, so we just did a little bit of a Tajin kind of rim, but now I'm gonna put salt all around the rim.
Okay.
It just makes it a little bit fancy.
Yeah.
You know, we
More
might, as well,
festive.
we might as well do a little bit of a razzle dazzle. So I just poured salt
All
on the
over.
plate. And then what I'm gonna do, and you can do the other one, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna watch me.
Okay, go ahead.
So what I'm gonna do is this.
Okay, so salt the
I'm
rim.
just gonna salt the rim. So I just put lime on your rim already, so it
Okay.
should stick.
Gotcha.
And then I'm just gonna salt the rim.
Awesome. Do the same. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
You're the best. All right, so what is this called?
This is a spicy margarita.
Spicy margarita,
Yeah.
Chelsea spicy margarita. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm-mm.
Oh god, I don't really love the salt, but
Really
pretty good.
Really good. You did that. All right, 2 sips. Chelsea, I'm already lit.
Tuesday, you're a lightweight.
I know. I'm already
All right.
getting in trouble. So what are we making today?
We're gonna make chili cheese smash burgers.
Okay.
Not the chili cheese you're thinking about, not that dusty thing that you eat when you're 12 years old. No, we're gonna make some really nice spicy smash burger, something that melts in your mouth.
Shake, shake, shake. And do you measure or no? You just go with what the heart says?
No. We're black. We don't need to measure. We just use our feelings.
Yeah.
So for me, I always say when it comes to cooking, depending on the amount of beef you have, be generous with seasonings, okay? You can't take seasoning out, you don't want to over salt it, but be generous because there's nothing worse than bland tasting food, you know?
Gotcha.
We're making something really simple today.
That's adobo.
It's adorable. I put this on everything, to be honest. And doesn't really require, this is a very, very easy dish to make. Now we're gonna make the sauce.
Okay, I'm
so
gonna help
there's
you.
things. There's 2 things that we're gonna do for the sauce, right? We're gonna make the chilies, we're gonna cut up chilies, and then we're gonna make this sweet kind of chili sauce to go on the burger. And then we're gonna make our own type of hot sauce mayonnaise. So we're gonna do the hot sauce mayonnaise first.
All right.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put some mayonnaise in here.
All right. All right, so that's about, what? A couple tablespoons.
We don't use measurements
Okay, you're
in
right.
my kitchen.
You're right.
Okay. Can I tell you something? Cooking's not that difficult. It really isn't. Everything takes practice, but a lot of the things you eat outside, you find that you love, They're really easy to make at home, and then they taste 10 times better. And I think people are intimidated by the kitchen. But cooking is it's really just a labor of love. We could use these pieces. It's just the little seeds just make it a bit spicier. But you said you can handle spice.
I can handle spice.
We're about to see.
So what is this? Tell me what you're doing. You're chopping up pickles?
Chopping up pickles. So what we're gonna do, so I chopped up the pickles. So now what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna take this, and I'm actually gonna be a little bit cheeky.
All right.
Grab a spoon. You're gonna take a couple spoonfuls. You put this in here.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just a couple spoonfuls.
Yep.
Okay.
Boom, boom,
Two,
boom.
and
Do the honor.
tell me when.
All right.
Whenever my ancestors tell me to stop, I guess.
Whenever
Is that how
your
it works?
ancestors say done.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay. Leave it in there.
I'm gonna mix it.
Mix it? Oh, mix this. Okay. All right, so a spoonful of pickle juice, mayonnaise, onions, and pickles. And hot sauce. Okay.
Yeah, so we're making a chili cheese smash burger. So we're gonna make the chili. I actually forgot, I don't have any more olive oil left. So we're gonna use butter, because butter is the best substitute. It makes everything super delicious. And then we're gonna saute our chilies, and we're gonna add vinegar and brown sugar. This is just gonna caramelize it a little bit and give it this really nice sweet taste. It's gonna be delicious.
Okay.
I promise you.
What was your husband's favorite meal?
Oh, my husband's favorite meal. God, he loved everything I cooked. He absolutely, you mean my ex-husband?
Ex-husband.
He loved
Well, not yet. You're still married. You're still a married lady.
Why are you reminding me?
There could be reconciliation
For who?
on the horizon.
Well, how can you say that?
I don't know. Could there be? Is it done? Done?
I mean, my ex is obviously the father of my kids, and I adore him.
You're gonna be.
He's amazing, but as far as reconciliation, that's not gonna happen ever.
Oh.
No.
All right, we'll talk about it.
That will never happen. That will never happen. Do you want a double burger or single?
Single.
Single. That's what I was thinking. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then.
Ooh, some of that nice buttery jalapeno.
Brown sugar, vinegar
Brown
mixture.
sugar.
And then you can have a little bit more sauce.
Okay.
You're a guest in my kitchen, so yours needs to be perfect.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay,
Cheers.
bye.
Cheers.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Boop.
Ready?
Yep. It's the sauce for me. It's the sauce. Wow. Chelsea.
Told you. Sometimes simple recipes. It's good, huh?
Wow.
It's good, huh?
It's a 10. It's a 10.
Don't gas me.
No.
Don't gas me. It's really good, huh?
It's a 10. Wow. It's so much flavor. The peppers, the jalapenos. All right, Chelsea. We made these smash burgers. You ready to dish?
Ready to
Yes.
eat?
Ready to eat?
Absolutely.
No, we're going to dish. We got a lot to talk
I'm
about.
gonna have my mouth full of so much stuff when you ask me questions.
What do you think about this? Chelsea, we've met you through Netflix hit show, Selling Sunset. I feel like it's been 10 years, but it's only been 2.5 years since the world was introduced to you.
Yeah.
You have been everywhere, with this show. You've been in the headlines with your personal life. You started out with Christine, who is no longer on the show. But, we talked a little bit about you being introduced as the quote unquote villain of the show. What do you think about that when people call you a villain? You're the only, one of the only Black cast members on the show, and then you're instantly named a villain in the eyes of many fans. So what is your reaction to that?
You know, I don't have any negative emotions surrounding like the term villain, because I feel like when it comes to reality, everyone has to fit into a box, and it's easier to maybe refer to someone that's very blunt or outspoken as the villain. And you know what? In hindsight, there are times on TV that I have been the villain. There are times on TVs where I've overspoken and said things that are completely inappropriate and maybe deemed as rude. So absolutely very villainous. But like, I watch reality TV, like people do it. People take that villain role. Like Christine, absolutely a villain, reveled in it, loved it, performed amazingly, sometimes not so amazingly, but I'm not really that person. So as much as I'm like, okay, if you think I'm the villain, then like you may need a little bit of tougher skin. I understand why some people would put me in that role, given the fact that I know my personality.
And we have to keep in mind too that this is a reality show, right? And it's a show, and everybody has their role. And you mentioned it too. There's the villain, there's the antagonist, there's a protagonist, there's the grinder, there's somebody who doesn't like drama, there's somebody who's down and out and needs help from the group. Where do you see yourself right now?
Your girl went through a difficult couple of months, you know? So I don't know the right adjective to describe where I'm at, but you're going to get a lot of like real, you know, vulnerable Chelsea.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of vulnerable
This is
Chelsea.
season 8. Season 8, Selling Sunset. I'm hearing a lot on the street that
What streets are you on?
The streets are talking. The streets are talking. Because you just said it, you have had, Chelsea, a rocky year.
Yeah.
In your personal life.
Yeah.
How are you doing right now? Obviously, this is all on the heels of a divorce.
Yeah.
March 27th. Take us back.
What?
Take us back.
Not you having the date.
I got the date.
No, honestly, to say a little bit without going into depth, just because we're a lady and we're going to respect private situations. Some things just don't work out. But I think the hardest thing about things not working out is I film a reality TV show, okay? And I film for what could be 10 months of a year. So when I go through things, I have to still wake up every day and film. I don't just get to like clock out for 2 weeks or clock out for 3 weeks and deal with my personal life. So I went through one of the hardest times in my life while filming every single day. And it was up to me to choose to be vulnerable and confide in people that I felt closest with, or choose to like run away and risk my job, which is also my livelihood. And I decided to hit it head on. And I'm so proud of myself, because I never thought I'd make it through like some of those times. I was like, you know, Chelsea, your big ass mouth that was talking about one of your co-stars being a baby mama, only for you to go and become a baby mama. How cliche.
You're a baby mom now of 2.
Just your baby mama, gonna get your baby mama.
So you're embracing this. So you're embracing the baby mama, the single mom right now. Well, technically you're still married.
I'm still married, but that is the reality of my life. So like, as much as embracing it, am I like, oh my God, I'm super happy, this is what I wanted for my life? Absolutely not. Excuse my language, but absolutely not. You know, I would have loved for things to be differently. But at the same time, I'm an eternal optimist. My life doesn't end because things didn't go the way I planned, because things will never go the way you plan. So I'm just really happy that I'm at peace, and I'm happy, and I'm excited about life, because there were a couple of moments where I was like, oh God, Chelsea, you may have to like move back to London, get off TV, like disappear, like delete your social media. Like this is a lot, like, because you know, when my news of divorce came out, there were so many people that like, you see, she must have been miserable the whole time, because she was there talking about so-and-so, and look at her situation crumbling. There's so many people like, oh, look, this is karma. First of all, the only person that can serve me karma is God, okay? None of y'all can serve me karma, it's just God. But it was a humbling moment for me. It was really nice to actually be humbled a little bit, to realize that you can be on top of the world and then face some of your lowest moments, and if you don't let them define you, you can get back to being on top of the world. And I felt so like low and for so long. I was like, oh, it was embarrassing.
Yeah. When did you realize something was wrong? It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. And I know that, of course, things are on the show and you have to.
I haven't watched the show, so I don't really know what's on the show or not. And I can only say that I know what I've talked about. Mm-hmm. And
what happened where you were like, I can't anymore?
To be honest with you, like, it wasn't like one thing happened and I'm like, I can't anymore. I think that some people grow apart, and I think fundamentally that was the overarching reason why we're like, okay, this is not for us. Mm-hmm. But with that being said,
because let me tell you, the pictures, you guys on the show were portrayed to be like, up there with Mary and Romaine, like, a power
up
couple.
There with who? No, don't. You can't put any relationships on a pedestal. Number one,
but it just
you
seemed,
can't compare any relationships.
Yeah, I know. But it just seemed like everything was perfect. Everything was fine. Of course, they document rifts in Mary and Romaine's relationship, but I didn't really see many rifts
because there weren't many rifts. Mm-hmm. Truth is, there weren't many rifts. Our relationship was beautiful. It was amazing. It was everything you saw it to be. It was, like, don't want to use the term amazing or not, and again, because it shows that I haven't really read up on my dictionary and I don't know any other adjectives, but it was really, really like everything you saw. But at the same time, I think there's this one saying that remains true to me when I think about relationships. In order for a relationship to last, you've got to love every new version of your partner. And I met my ex-partner at 21. I'm now 31. A lot has changed.
So you've learned that it's okay to accept the fact that you might not be in love with the person that your husband has become.
No.
Okay. I mean, it's okay.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I would say that it's okay for people to grow apart, and sometimes you grow differently and together, and sometimes you grow differently but apart.
Okay.
And I think that for someone that had a very private life before and then was thrusted into the public sphere, it definitely,
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
How do we get from, this perfect, and you've seen what People and Entertainment Tonight, you've seen what the publications have written, and I'm going to read some to you.
Oh my God.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I haven't read them, so
yeah,
this is going to be new to me.
Your ex-husband, Jeff, said that you were exhibiting suspicious behavior. His personal belongings were disappearing or being taken from your Manhattan Beach home. You were being physically aggressive towards him in the past, and he alleges that you struck him in the face in an aggressive manner, breaking glass and causing cuts to the face. You text him about the divorce. You didn't tell him, and you provoke him. Yeah.
Okay.
And you provoke him and record him in an attempt to catch him overreacting to you. So those are some of the things that he wrote in response to your legal filings for divorce. What is your reaction to those things? Were you being physically aggressive?
No. Okay, so I think my reaction to that, because I had been sent that many times, but I hadn't read it because it was like, just when it was sent to me, everything was really raw. It's sad because a lot of things are said, especially when someone files for divorce. The person that is on the receiving end of a serving, it's hard. And if I could go back, I probably would have done things a lot differently. But I can't go back and do things differently. As far as what is being said in that, it's just bullshit. That's just that. It's just cap. But I'm really grateful that we're in a better space with better understanding, with more love for one another and more respect and more care and stuff like that. And it's just a shame that you can't really delete certain things that have been done, you know? Yeah.
Speaking of thrust into the spotlight,
Yeah.
you were thrust into the
I
spotlight.
was.
Did you apply to be on Selling Sunset? Talk to me about this, because
I would never apply to be on reality TV.
where were you? You were a stay-at-home before
I was
you...
breastfeeding my daughter. That one day I got that message. I was breastfeeding my daughter in my
Who
room.
who called you? Who messaged
One
you?
of the
Who put your
producers.
name in the
I
hat?
have no idea. Someone put my name in the hat. I wish they didn't put my name in that hat.
Do you regret?
No, I don't have any regrets in life ever.
Okay.
I don't have any regrets. I'm very grateful for the opportunity that is Selling Sunset. I think it's just an amazing show. It's helped my business drastically. But with every pro, there are like 10 cons, right? That's just the nature. To whom much is given, much is expected. And that's kind of the situation I was in. Like, I was just kind of like, oh, let me just do this because it seems cool. It seems like fun. And all these girls, all they do is wear nice clothes. I have nice clothes. You know, they walk around in heels. I have nice heels. Oh, they sell real estate. Oh, I sell real estate. Let's do it. Oh my God, no.
You were minding your own business. You don't really need the show.
No, I don't. I still don't.
Still don't.
I still don't.
Still don't need the show, but you choose to do it anyway. How is it being one of the only Black cast
Well,
members?
Amanda's biracial, but
Yeah.
I'm, call it what it is. I'm full Black, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. You know, there's a different. People look at me differently to the look at Amanda. As someone that has kids from two different backgrounds, I understand how people look at my kids versus how people look at me. So I didn't really go into it thinking of that. As much as I grew up in an African household, my parents were very ambitious and they accomplished a lot when I was very young. So I always felt I never saw myself as like, I can't do that, or these are rooms that I don't belong in. Yeah. I just knew that I was going to get berated when I came on screen. I knew no matter what I did, I was going to get berated. So I was already preparing myself for it.
Because of the color of your skin?
No, not because of the color of my skin, but because of the fact
who you
that...
are.
No, not because of who I am. Because being a Black woman, we present ourselves differently, you know? So if I'm in a room with Black people, I may not stand out as much. But you put me in the same room with just white people and they're like, who the f*** is that? Like... Yeah. What is she talking about? Why is she walking like that? Why is her hair like that? Why is she dressed like that? Why is her attitude like that? Why is her body language like that? Like, I stand out because I'm a Black woman. You feel me? Like, I can't hide my Blackness.
Do you feel like you were added to the show for DEI purposes to have diversity? Because Selling Sunset, during the time that you were cast on the show, was going through a little bit of a crisis where many of the fans were like, where are the Black people? Black people sell real estate. Black people sell real estate in California. Do you feel like you were hired to be that token?
As much as I'd love to say, yeah, I was, I really wasn't.
Okay.
No, Jason's gonna hire you because you sell and you're good at what you do and you got good like energy and the camaraderie is right. Like if someone wants to join the Oppenheim group and wants to have the possibility of being on Selling Sunset, make sure you sell a lot of real estate, and then you have to have the right vibe for the office. And by the right vibe, he wants people.
Let's be very clear. You sell.
Yeah.
Let's just be very clear.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's
By the right vibe, I think what he's referring to is he wants his work environment, as much as it doesn't seem that way on Selling Sunset, to be cohesive. So the girls get along. It's very symbiotic, you know, versus everybody's like disjointed and, you know. So I think I fit because I knew of Jason. I had met him before. I was selling real estate and everything, we met and we rekindled and we just kind of had a good relationship. And he was like, yeah, absolutely, I would love to have you.
Yeah, okay.
And I think if someone else came along, and Jason's very picky. He's very picky.
So talk to me about season 8. What is going to happen on this season?
So I haven't watched it. So the way it works is I just film my scenes.
Yeah.
And I go home, you know, film my scenes and go home. I don't know what's going on elsewhere. There are a lot of people on our cast. I don't know what they film. I do think it revolves a lot around me.
Okay.
But if you actually have watched the last couple of seasons, they kind of have revolved a lot around myself.
What does that say about the other girls?
that they need to share more, quite honestly, you know, bring like, at the same time, like I come on set and as much as I have a job to do, I make it a responsibility to be vocal about the things I feel and the way I feel about things and my opinions and stuff, because I know I have a job, I signed a contract, and I can't just sit there and collect my check at the end of the week and just be like, because everyone can be pretty and put on nice clothes, you know, so I do, I definitely try to be more vulnerable and share a lot more, because that's what the producers encourage us to do, even though it's really hard. A lot of the other girls don't do that.
And you said there's a lot of fakeness going on, and it's hard to, in your world, you are a very real person. You're open and honest. You're blunt. You're straightforward. You're gonna give, and you're gonna receive it however you take it. Is that difficult to kind of maneuver?
It's so difficult. I've gotten to this stage in my life where I would say out of the girls in the cast, I'm closest with Emma and Chriselle. Those are my girls. I love them to pieces. I don't really work on fostering a relationship with anyone else. At this point in my life, I'm going to keep it that way, because I just feel like when the cameras are not rolling and you say something, but the cameras are rolling, you say something different, because I'm not used to like putting on a mask or being fake, right? It's very hard for me to be like, hey, like, why are you putting on this facade when the cameras are on? Like, the whole world is gonna watch this and they're gonna have this impression that's not true. Like, no matter whether you say it's a reality TV show or this is still our real lives. So I feel like if you say something, when the cameras are rolling, keep that same energy, you know, be steadfast in your beliefs and the things that you feel. And I think that most of the cast doesn't do that. And that's why I've dissociated myself from them. Yeah.
You mentioned Chriselle and Emma.
Yeah.
Those are the only two.
That I work with.
You know that there's several other cast members.
That I like.
Let me remind you.
Correct.
Heather.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Amanda.
Yeah. The people that I would be friends with, I've stated. The other ladies, I have respect for them and I like them, but I won't be friends with them. That's just where I'm at, because friendship's a term that I don't really take lightly. And I think as I've gotten older, when I first came onto the cast, I wanted to be friends with everybody. You know, I kind of was like, I just want to be friends with everybody.
Yeah, I remember.
It seems so nice to kind of like have the extra screen time. If I'm friends with everyone, then I kind of get to invite it to this event and to lunch and to this. I don't care for it anymore.
Okay. Not
Like,
even Bree?
No.
Okay. But you love the twins.
Love the twins. Love Jason and Brett. They really stay out of the...
They say, of course they do. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be bothered with it.
Yeah, thank you.
I was in the shower, Chelsea, and I was like, who am I going to have as the next guest on Dishin It? Who is able to bring it? Who is relevant? Who is doing the damn thing?
So you don't like anyone else?
I like Romaine.
You don't like any of the other girls?
I am a journalist and I am not going to say anything else. But no, I like everybody. I like the cast. I think it's a well-rounded cast. But I will say I have favorites. And I think you and Mary are my favorite. When you guys pop up on my screen, I listen.
Okay.
Especially when you guys start selling. So that's why I like the show.
You watch it for the real estate.
For the real estate, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Chelsea, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
We got to eat our burger.
This burger was slamming.
It's so good. It's so good.
good.
You got me nervous for a second, I'm not going to lie. When you started asking questions, I was like, oh my God.
You did a good job. Thank you.
Try to keep it very cute.
And you can come back anytime.
Try to keep it real cute.
Tell us when Selling Test's coming out. You don't even know yet.
You guys are going to know, what? We're
going to know by the time
You're going to know the day after I know.
Really?
Yeah. That's the way
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stay
And then you
tuned.
guys are going to watch it, you know, and you're going to call me. And you're going to be like, you told us the whole season was about you. And I said, yeah, I did.
Well, we got to stay tuned. Chelsea, thank you so much. We love you.
Love you.
Hey roommates, if you want to watch more Dishin It, you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel right here.